Number 11 asks me to graph a transformation of this function. The points I labeled with their coordinates, and I've put them into a table. Negative 2 times g of x, nothing has happened to the x's. It's still g of just plain old x. So the x's will stay exactly the same as they were. But after you've done g of x, which means after you've created the y, you're multiplying that by negative 2. So that means you need to take all the y's and multiply them by negative 2. 0 times negative 2 is 0, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2, and 0 times negative 2 is 0. So let's graph that. So our points are 0, negative 5, 0, 0, negative 4, 2 to positive 2, and 4 to 0. So connecting these points from left to right. So what's happened? It's flipped in the x-axis. That's because of the negative. And the difference between the top and the bottom used to be the highest it went was 2 and the lowest was negative 1. So that's 3. But now it goes down to negative 4 and up to 2. So the top to bottom is 6 now. That's because the height has doubled. Okay, so now let's look at this one because there are two things that happen. This happens to the x's before it's put through the function. So that means I have to add 2 because input effects are opposite. So I have to add 2 to all the x's. So the negative 5 becomes a negative 3, 0 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, and 4 becomes 6. The plus 1, that happens after I've done the function. So that changes the y's, and they're direct effects. I just add 1 to all the y's. So 3, 0, 1. So now my graph looks like this. Negative 3, positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, and 6, 1. So the first and the last point used to be on the x-axis. It's now 1 above. That's because of the plus 1. And it used to hit the y-axis at 0, 2. Now that point is at 2, 2, and that's because it's moved 2 to the right. And that's my transformation.